right, for problem number 4, we have a car moving at 20 meters per second before hitting a wall 50 meters away. And we want to know the value of the braking acceleration to do this, and we want to know how much time it takes to hit the wall. So first, it starts at this speed, and we know that it is going to actually stop because that's exactly what it says. It says it needs to stop before hitting the wall. So what that means is that our final velocity is 0. Our initial velocity is 20 meters per second. Now we end up 50 meters away from where we started at 0. Again, this is how far it travels, and since they don't give us anything to work with, we assume the starting position is 0 when they don't tell us what it is. So we don't know the acceleration, and we don't know the time. We don't have the time, and we want the braking acceleration, so we're going to use the equation that doesn't have time in it, which is v squared equals v naught squared plus 2a times x minus x naught. Now let's put in our numbers. 0 squared is the speed we end up at, and we square that, equals 20 squared plus 2 times a times 50 minus 0. Now this part on the right, 50 minus 0, sorry. So this part here actually just simplifies to 100a. We have plus, this is 400 when we square the 20, equals 0. We're going to simplify a little further, so negative 400. We'll subtract 400 here on both sides. So we get negative 400 equals 100a. We divide both sides by 100. And we're going to get that our acceleration is negative 4 meters per second squared. That makes sense because the car is moving forward and the braking acceleration is trying to drag it backwards to stop it. Now let's get the time. I'll use this formula, v equals at plus v naught, because it's the easiest formula to grab. So we have 20 equals negative 4t plus 0, and when we simplify that, let me double check that. I set it up wrong. 0 is what we end up at, and it's negative 4 times the time, and we started at a speed of 20 meters per second. We'll subtract 20 from both sides, so we'll get that negative 20 equals negative 4t. Dividing both sides by negative 4, that's going to give us that the time is 5 seconds. All right, so we have, that's supposed to be an S, 5 seconds and 4 meters per second squared. All right, so that's question number 4.